y'all. So this tutorial is going to be mainly focused on my eyeshadow look that I did for a wedding that I was just in. I know I posted a video already that was a bridesmaid's makeup idea look that I was kind of just playing with my makeup to see what I wanted to do. And of course, that's not what I did. Go figure. I kind of knew that was going to happen. But I just kind of did a classic brown smoky eye with really like shimmery inner corner. So yeah, so I posted the picture and I had a few requests and DMs from you guys wanting me to recreate the look. And I was like, crap, because I kind of like grabbed from all of my makeup. I didn't really stick with one palette, which I like to do. I prefer to create looks for you guys with just like one or two palettes on my channel because I just think it's easier to follow along. So I was kind of looking around and I was swatching a few shadows to see which match, and I couldn't really find anything. So unfortunately, we're going to kind of have to just stick with how I did it. So I'm sorry, I'm going to try to keep it really as clear and precise for you guys as possible. And it wasn't too crazy, but it's not going to be just a one palette look, unfortunately. So, yeah, just want to let you know. But for this tutorial, we are going to only do the eye makeup. I'm not going to go through my foundation, what I did for that, anything like that. If you want to know what I did for my foundation and that type of thing, you guys can just watch the previous tutorial that I posted, the bridesmaids makeup idea look, because that's basically what I did really. So yeah, so let's get started on the eye makeup look, and again, I will try to keep it really as clear and precise as possible, and we're also going to really just go in depth a little bit with kind of the eyeshadow like tips, I guess, for you guys, and yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I pulled you guys in closer, and so sorry for the view, but and I pinned my hair back real quick so that way we can get a little bit more in depth on what we're doing. I'm going to go in with the Milani eyeshadow primer first, of course. So we're just going to go in with this. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to mix this matte white shade and this matte yellow shade together. The only thing for this palette, I feel like there's not just a good creamy matte, so I just mix those two together and it works just fine. Okay, and then just staying consistent with exactly what I did, I am going to go into some Makeup Geek shadows. Now, these shadows are very similar to shadows that are in the Morphe 350. I swatched them and they're not exact dupes, but they're very similar. So you could create this look only using the Morphe 350, but just for this purpose and really recreating it for you guys, I wanted to show you exactly what I used. So I'm being very particular. So I just want to kind of, I guess that's a disclaimer. I'm going to go with the Makeup Geek Shadow in Creme Brulee on a fluffy brush. You guys know I love this as my transition shade. Okay, so we're going to take that shadow on a fluffy brush and start it in the outer corner right here, and then kind of sweep it across in windshield wiper motions. Then once you kind of get what product you want, I'm just going to go in soft circular motions. Just kind of continue to blend it all out. I'm going to go stick with my fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into Barcelona Beach. Now this is kind of the shade that I couldn't for sure find in the Morphe 350. I'll show you, there's a few shades in here that look very, very similar to this color, but when you swatch them, they're much deeper. So Barcelona Beach is in the middle. This is that one. And then the other two are the similar shades in the Morphe 350, and they're just a little too deep and not a cool tone enough. I definitely wanted a cool tone shade in there, and I think this is a really good like crease shade to to complement the eye look. So I'm going to first start it with the fluffy brush. I'm just going to get a little bit of the product, and I'm going to really just stick with keeping this brush in the corner or in the crease. Okay, and then we're just going to sit the fluffy brush down for right now, and I'm going to go in with this. It's a really fluffy crease brush. The bristles are very long, and it's not super dense or, you know, really packed in. So I like this brush a lot for a crease brush. Use them that much. So okay, so then we're going to go back into Barcelona Beach again. And we're just going to continue to kind of pack that color into the crease really well. And that's just going to kind of build that intensity. And we're just going to really take your time with these shadows and these colors. And that's just the biggest thing when it comes to a smoky eye and it turning out good. So you see I'm not putting that product anywhere else but the crease, starting the outside here and working my way in, kind of packing it in there. And then once I feel like, okay, it's really packed in there, we're good to go, I just kind of take my brush kind of sideways here and kind of go really with a light hand, kind of go back and forth a little bit, just to kind of help make sure there's no excess product and continuing to blend the shadows together. Okay, so for now I'm going to put the Makeup Geek shadows away for a second anyways, and then we're going to go into the Morphe 350. So first we're going to just continue kind of building the crease up with this shade, and then we're going to go in with kind of the outer corner, really deepen it up and smoke it out with this shade. So yeah, and again, this shade is a little bit deeper than that Barcelona Beach. So I'm going to really focus it on the outer corner first, because that's really where you want that color to be deep. And I'm going to bring it down on the lid as well. And we're just going to put that aside for a second. We're going to go back and pick up the fluffy brush and then go into that deep chocolate. We're just going to apply a little bit to the brush and kind of stamp that shadow out here. And then we're not going to touch it. We're just going to push it on there. And then we're going to go in the other eye and do the same thing. Then we're going to put that brush down. So we're back in with a crease brush. And I don't have a clean one, so we're just going to have to work with this one. I prefer a clean one, but this one isn't. So, and then you're just going to start kind of moving the product around where you want it. And again, to continue to blend out these shadows. And you just want to build it up a little bit at a time. That's really the biggest key, is just kind of take your time and build those dark shadows up a little bit at a time. If you go in heavy-handed, that's kind of where people go wrong, and they're always like, I do a smoky eye and I look like I got punched in the eye, or I look like a panda bear, or whatever. It's because you just didn't take your time with the shadows and really kind of apply a little bit at a time and get it to the intensity that you want. That's just key, which I know it takes a longer time. If I know I'm in a hurry and doing my makeup, I just do not even jack with dark shadows at all. The same shadows that we did when we did the primer, that white, really matte white shade and that really matte kind of yellow creamy shade, we're going to mix those two together. And I'm just going to apply that on the lid right here. just to kind of clean up this lid, since we are applying a really like bright shimmery color. I just think it looks kind of like cleans it up and helps make the shimmers really intense. I'm going to go in with the flat, the matte white shade and highlight my brow bone really close to my eyebrow. I'm going to go pause for a second. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face makeup and then we'll finish up the eyes. Well, thank gosh this is only an eye tutorial, a makeup tutorial, because I accidentally grabbed my lightest Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and it's way too light for me right now, and I have a little bit of a sunburn on my cheeks from this weekend, and so ignore all, just focus on these. Let's just call it what it is. So, okay, so then we're gonna take, let me grab this, a flat brush, which is so dirty right now from this weekend. I accidentally got eyelash glue in it. And we're going to go in with the shimmer shadow from City Color Cosmetics, and this is in Bubble Bath. So it is oh, I love this color. And what I do is I put my brush flat in it like that, kind of get the product that way, and then just lay it on the lid. I don't worry about like, blending it out just yet. I just put it right on the lid where I need it. You just want to kind of continue to build the intensity to how you want it. If you want to just keep it like this, where it's some shimmer, not too crazy, a little bit more matte, you can. I kind of wanted a pretty shimmery, like, inner corner lid. Then I took, because I thought this kind of, on camera can't really tell, but it has a very pink undertone. I mean, you can tell in the pan, but on the lid it looks a little different. But it still has that pink undertone shimmer to it, which I thought really complemented that burgundy maroon shade that was in the wedding. But I did want a little bit more of a champagne type of shadow. So I took my brush and I first really packed it on the inner corner to really brighten everything up right there. Okay, so we're almost done. We're just going to define the, what is this called? The lash line, which is what I did the other day for the wedding. And I'm going to start in with the deepest shade in that Morphe 350 that we used, the one that we kind of applied with that fluffy brush, so the really chocolate shade. And I'm going to go in, this is just a angled liner brush, and I'm going to define really close to my lash line. Small. It's a precision brush from BH Cosmetics, so it's super small, but it's kind of fluffy. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and we're just going to kind of smoke that line out a little bit, and just kind of continue to add a little bit of intensity, but kind of making it not so where it's not so super sharp. Okay. And so for shadows, that's it. That's all that I use. Those are the steps that I did. And again, you can continue to build up the outer corner. You can continue to build up the shimmer, kind of get it to where you want it. And I might have done that, I'm not sure, but these were the exact colors that I used, the exact steps that I did, and just kind of how the overall look came about. I did apply false lashes, and you know, I did a little bit of a wing liner. For this particular tutorial, I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to apply some mascara and pretty much call it good. That way you guys can kind of see, you know, you can do a smoky eye and not go super, super glam. You can do a smoky eye and go all the way like I did for the wedding. So, but just for today, I think I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to apply some mascara and I'll be right back. So I hope you guys liked it, and I hope everything was really precise. I am going to end up doing a video that will be posted this month that's focused on kind of an eyeshadow do's and don'ts. Kind of another one like this, like super, like only focused on the eyes, but we're going to go into more of the techniques. I kind of highlighted them a little bit this video, so if you're interested in that kind of video or something more more in depth, and I'm gonna like a pro, let me know, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, because I'm really excited about that kind of video. But if you guys don't really care to see it, or you guys already think y'all have it down, just let me know, because I won't do it then. You know, it's no reason. I just think some of you guys, I have gotten some feedback from a few of you that you would like to see kind of a little bit more of how I get a really blended eyeshadow look, and this might have helped you guys. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. But I really appreciate you guys watching so much. Please do not forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.